Teresa Shaver from the Business Advisory Centre Durham, and today I have Adam McFadden from Firehouse Training with me. Adam, welcome to our Pivot Profile.
Thanks for having me today, Teresa. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. Adam was telling us that he's actually quite busy doing a lot of work at the moment. Even during the whole pandemic situation, he has been able to pivot and change up some of the ways that he does business. And I'd love to hear a little bit more about that from you, Adam. Tell us about Firehouse Training and then how you've adapted to working from a virtual place.
Absolutely. So Firehouse Training, basically what we do is we train the firefighters of tomorrow. So aspiring firefighters that are looking to get hired either in the public or private sector.
Right.
We do everything from resumes and cover letter prep, mock interview coaching, aptitude test tutoring, and even some practical training as well. So obviously during this time with the COVID pandemic, we're not able to run our in-class courses. So every month I run in-class career coaching for any of the topics that I described. And we also run professional firefighter training courses. So courses in high-rise firefighting, things such as search and rescue or confined space, even some hazardous materials training as well. So now with everything that's gone on and not having that ability to run those in-class courses out of our facility, we've definitely taken this time to pivot our business and focus more on online training.
Right.
So I recently purchased an online training platform that has a bunch of pre-made courses for the fire and emergency services that we now offer and actively promote to our clientele, whether it's through email marketing, social media, or just good old-fashioned phone calls and outreach, just letting our current clientele know about these different training options.
Right, and what's the feedback you've received from them on this?
It's been absolutely amazing. So online training was something that I wanted to do in the past, but now allowing myself to reset and refocus and push wholeheartedly into that endeavor is turning out to be quite profitable as well, and something that I'm going to continue to do going forward.
That's
Another
true.
thing that I've done is I'm starting to take some of my courses that I offer in class, and I'm now offering them through free weekly online training courses to help build my brand and get clients still coming to the table with their continuous learning aspects and other ways that they like to take part in our courses. And now I'm offering also some paid training and Zoom training courses on weekends, which basically mimic what I would do in class, and I'm now able to charge for that as a normal training session. I'm not the most technically diverse. I'm the first to admit that, but really taking the opportunity to learn about the different methods and just pivoting and resetting my business has been it's been fantastic, and I'm going to continue pushing the online training. Yeah, really.
Because now, so question for you, are your customers, can they only be in Ontario or can they be across Canada?
The beautiful thing now is I'm a Canada-wide service, so I'm able to promote that.
Right.
So whether it's the online training platform to purchase courses or doing some online coaching, I have some private sessions with some firefighters that are looking to get hired in Edmonton and Calgary. So I'll be doing some Zoom and some Skype career coaching there, helping them with aptitude test tutoring or mock interview coaching. So again, to be able to open up that range, which is something I wanted to do, this has fast forwarded that process for me. It's forced me to do that.
Right. And now what a wonderful opportunity, because this happened to one of our other clients, actually. She only ever focused like in the Durham region because that was her bandwidth. But now she's doing it online like you. She can focus on actually North America, which is.
Oh, absolutely. It's absolutely incredible. The one thing right now as well is I'm not fielding as many phone calls when it comes to people signing up or asking questions about a lot of my in-class training courses or setting up, career coaching sessions, which do take a lot of pre-preparation before I meet with a client to really help them achieve their goals. So now what I've been really focusing on is I've been looking at putting together all the content that I've used over the years that I teach in my courses and teach in my career coaching. And I'm in the process of writing a book. So that's fast forwarded that process too, where now I can take the time each day, put my content together, and hopefully come out with a published training manual and book mid to late summer. So it's really giving me that time to reset and focus on that. In other ways, I really wouldn't have had the time to do it.
That's so true, right? this is an old phrase, but it is like necessity is the mother of invention, right? You wanted to be able to continue to operate, and this is how you did it. And do you mostly use Zoom? That's what you're happy with using, and it's working?
It's the only one I know so far. I use Skype sometimes, but for the one-on-one, but the Zoom is great for groups. The feedback has just been great with Zoom to have, the individuals have the private chats on the side, and it's quite user-friendly. But like I said, post-COVID, I'm going to continue to give away free content, free weekly sessions. I think that's huge for building my brand. Again, all the times that I'm offering the free content and education, I'm consistently meeting new people, getting new contacts that I'm able to build relationships with and add them to my email marketing campaigns. It's a win-win, and at the end of the day, I love it. That 1 or 2 hours a week of free training that I do via Zoom, it feels, has that great sense of satisfaction, like I've been teaching the entire day in one of my in-class courses. I absolutely love it, and I look forward to it. So, they're called my Thursday night hangout sessions, Firehouse Training hangout sessions, and there's a new topic each week on educational fire service training.
Wow. So how did you get started in this business, and why?
It took me a long time to actually get hired to become a firefighter. It took me many years. I probably took over 8 years. I did over 100 applications, 60 written tests, over 25 interviews. I was on a couple of short lists before actually being hired by a fire department. But during that process and during that time, I was learning so much. I was taking trying to write down every test question I had or interview question or every bit of feedback I could get from a human resources representative or fire chief, to make myself better for the next time. So then when I eventually got hired, I have all this information compiled that I'm now able to share, not only with aspiring firefighters, but others that are currently in the service. I did teach at a local community college, which I absolutely loved. And again, just taking all this content and being able to, now do this for myself and build my own brand and have complete control over my schedule, my pricing, and the kind of content that I put out is absolutely remarkable. I love it.
And you have control over your destiny too, right?
100%, and at the end of the day, especially this is a wake-up call again. I went through all this in 2008 in the automotive and building construction sector, right? Seeing how the economy crashed and relying on others to basically supplement your income.
Right.
So I knew at that point in time, right, a part of myself always did want to be an entrepreneur. But now that I'm able to have full reign and build my brand through various aspects, for me with Firehouse Training, there's a lot of side projects and hobbies that I love to do. And with my own brand, I'm able to do that. In only my first or second year of business, I've sponsored professional athletes such as UFC athletes and mixed martial arts. I've also had the chance to sponsor some amateur auto racing. Again, that's another one of my passions. So to take my business and everything that I'm building here and then combine that with my passions to grow my brand, there's no better feeling, and it's only going to continue to grow.
Wonderful. Are you still a firefighter now?
I am. Yeah. I'm in Toronto. I absolutely love it.
So what a great way, because you stay really current and up to the minute about any changes, any new technology, any new practices and ways of doing things. So that's fantastic.
That's the beautiful thing. I mean, continuous learning is just one of the things that I've liked to do, whether or not I had Firehouse Training or this brand to help promote. But now when I go out and have the chance to join different associations or go to different events to learn, not only is it going to make me a better firefighter, but I'm able to build my brand and business at the same time. It is a perfect fit for me.
I think it makes you a better person, actually, because you, as a business owner, you're a leader of yourself and of others, right? And I think it makes, when you can build those skills out, it makes you a better leader, better business owner.
No, I appreciate that. And the funny thing is, and at the end of the day, whether I was building a brand or not, I know that I would be at these events anyway, just because of my passion for the job and interest, for the career. Right. So again, being able to take a lot of the information that I learn and utilize that to help my students and other firefighters in the industry with my brand is absolutely huge. And again, I wouldn't have it any other way. It's the happiest I've ever been. It's the hardest I've ever worked, right? Day and night, this business is all I think about. I love doing what I do, but always thinking about new marketing and creative ideas and other things that we can do.
Right.
For example, I just teamed up with another a mental health company, and we're looking at planning a mental health summit for the fall. So it'll be geared towards emergency services personnel, and again, combating the current mental health issues, especially that's prevalent with COVID-19, but also those looking for more information on trying to get a career into the fire services.
Right.
So I've been able to take the time right now and plan for that and put that type of partnership together.
That's
Again, something else that I wouldn't have been able to do if I wasn't as busy, fielding phone calls and planning my monthly in-class training courses.
Are you still working at this time as well? Like, you're still an essential service, right?
Absolutely. Yep. So I still report for our normal shifts, and for me right now, again, just when I'm coming home off shift, instead of having to prep for those weekend training courses now, and loading up the trailer with equipment or manuals and books and doing printing, I can now take that time to just focus on building what I can online. And again, still establishing and growing those relationships, just doing it in a different capacity.
I love it. I also see it. I don't know if you've seen this opportunity for yourself, but I think there could be an opportunity where you actually coach firefighters to be able to move into management roles or leadership roles. Like, I can see
100%.
that's those soft skills.
That's the one thing about Firehouse Training, right? And again, I had a few phone calls this morning from some current career firefighters that are looking for some extra coaching or even courses. But again, asking, do we only train, new firefighters or aspiring firefighters? And I said, absolutely not. I said, Firehouse Training, with the experience that we have in incident management and some of our other instructors and experience there, leadership, we're able to bring a lot of that to the forefront so we can help current firefighters with succession planning as well. So we're a one-stop shop, right, when it comes to not only the aspiring firefighters, but those currently working in the service. There's something for everyone at Firehouse Training, and that even goes for some of our courses that police and paramedics can take as well.
I love it. Thank you. Adam, tell me, what marketing strategies or tactics are working for you during this time?
I've actually been working a lot on marketing, especially during this downtime through COVID. And the one thing that we recently did was I had to reach out to me on our own podcast. Now Firehouse Training has a national podcast. We've partnered up with a company called Multiple Calls, where we do a monthly fire training podcast and also bring guest speakers on board to talk about the craft of firefighting. So that's been absolutely essential for that outreach, and rather cost effective as well. Another thing that a few marketing gurus that I follow were mentioning was to start a TikTok account. Firehouse Training is pretty prevalent on Instagram and Twitter, as that's our ideal demographic. But when it came to TikTok, I finally sat down, downloaded the program, started using some old training videos that we had or different videos that I've already have recorded on my phone from industry. You put them to some fun music and you're off to the races. TikTok works. I've established a few hundred followers in only a few short weeks, and an outreach that took me over a year to build on Twitter.
Wow.
So again, for those that think they're too old for TikTok, think again. It's going to be the future. It's the next big marketing thing. And a lot of the marketing gurus and other prevalent business owners that I follow and read a lot of content on are saying the same thing. So don't shortchange yourself on TikTok. It works.
Question for you. Highlight reel of what TikTok is for anybody that's listening that doesn't know.
Basically, it's an app that you download and you can take any videos that you have or even pictures and put them in various slideshows or create content, and there's custom music that's already available on the app that you can use. You can put little taglines or other little descriptions about what's taking place in your video. Again, short videos, 15, 20, maybe 30 seconds. Again, just to help grow your brand. And again, it's just another platform to get your content out there.
I love it. Thank you. Thanks for sharing, because I think, sometimes we need to think outside the box, and it's easy and it's not easy. And at this time, when people are feeling stressed out and unsure and anxious, that they don't always think about small things that they can do to make a difference in their business.
Some of the other things that we've done right now as well, we have a Student of the Year program that I put together. So a small award system that we have for some of our returning students that come out for some of our training courses. So again, I was able to prepare and put that together. So when we get back into some in-class training, it's some more incentive for some of our clients. I've been able to reshape and also focus again on getting a professional email marketing campaign going, strategizing, looking at the different contacts that I have and putting it together and forming a different or more prevalent
customer segment, right? Like a customer segment database, right?
No, for sure.
That's
so
awesome.
Again, having that opportunity to put all those contacts together and still reach out to my clients more consistently now that I have the time to do that.
Right.
As well, just making phone calls, and we formed a couple more sponsorships as well with other industry affiliates that I otherwise might have put on the back burner if I didn't have the extra time to field those phone calls and build those relationships.
So one of the things I'm hearing from you is that having this time right now is so valuable because you're thinking of on your business, not in your business, and you're putting together strategies for the future.
It's definitely a blessing. I feel it's a blessing, and even if this lasted another month or two, again, that's more content that I can build. I've written a couple of blog posts as well that I posted online and also provided for a lot of our clients. So all the things that you have written in that little notebook that you carry around with you, as many of us do as business owners, that I'm now able to tackle and plug away at each and every day, just with that extra time that we have. So again, I'm taking full advantage of it and looking forward to a good future. I'm looking at my website analytics every day. The numbers are the highest it's ever been because of that constant outreach.
That's amazing. Right? Congratulations. That's a feat at this time. Not easy, I think, for lots of businesses. So thank you. I really appreciate the inspiration and just how you're dealing with pivoting your business. So to all our listeners, we will have the information for Firehouse Training attached to this video. And Adam, thank you so much for your time. It was great to actually hear a good news story. I know it's local here in Durham region, but these go right across North America, in fact. So to me, what a wonderful way to share that, what you're doing with your business, and maybe someone else can learn from that and do the same.
Absolutely. No, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Teresa.
Thank you.